thanks for watching TFBTV. I'm Joel. Today, the Petra 300 Win Mag by Falkor Defense.
The Petra is Falkor Defense's flagship rifle. Chambered in 300 Winchester Magnum on an AR platform, this rifle has no equal. The Petra was designed for unprecedented accuracy and reliability. The Petra was engineered with every detail in mind, including patented mirror controls, a transitional handguard, and its recoil mitigation system. Equipped with the world's most advanced composite barrel, the Petra brings power, distance, and a shooting experience that will not be forgotten.
Alright guys, before we get started today, take a minute to check out our sponsor, Ventura Munitions and Top Gun Supply. Give those guys some love. We really appreciate their support. So as we get into this today, I'm going to be reviewing the Falkor Defense Petra. This is a 300 Win Mag, AR-10 kinda platform, and unfortunately due to COVID and not being able to get out to some of the longer distant ranges, that I'd really hoped to be able to stretch this rifle out to a mile for you just to see what it's capable of. But unfortunately, due to current situation, I can only get it out to about 600 yards for you, which really is a chip shot when it comes to this gun. That being said, I'm going to give you kind of the rundown, some of the features of it. I'm going to do my best to represent it well because it really is a pretty sweet piece of kit. Now, I'm going to get the price out of the way first because most people are going to hear that and then they're going to click off the video. I hope you don't do that. I hope you hear the price and then go, holy crap, how come it costs so much? And you'll want to listen more. That's the hope. So you're looking at an MSRP of roughly $5,500 for the base rifle. I'm going to let that sink in for just a second. Yeah. For the base rifle, about $5,500. Now, to most people, that is crazy, insane. To my haters down in the comments, you're gonna be like, well, here goes the gun snob again, talking about things I can't afford. Well, I'm sorry guys, go be poor somewhere else. I didn't buy this. This was loaned to me from Falkor so that I could do the review. I most likely won't be buying it because it is also out of my price range. I'm going to be putting the Bushnell XRS2 optic up here on top, and this guy is going to give me plenty of magnification. It's the 4.5 to 30. Again, I'm only going to 600 yards, but this should be pretty sweet. Guys, the reason I said this thing is an AR-10 kind of is because from tip to tail, this thing is pretty much proprietary. There are some standard things like a 308 spring and an H3 buffer back here in the back. That doesn't change. The Luth AR adjustable stock, it doesn't change. But that's pretty much where the similarities other than the grip stop, okay? Everything else in this gun is proprietary. Now, it has come to mean a very special thing because many pieces of this gun have been designed for this specific gun, right? It's not interchangeable with other things. It's not a standard AR-10 platform. You can't just take a different AR-10 upper and put it onto this lower or vice versa. It doesn't work. These have been kind of hand fitted by Falkor in order to be just perfect. Very tight tolerances. Movement is the enemy of precision, and so if you can do whatever you can in the manufacturing process to completely eliminate movement from the system, you're going to have an overall more accurate system, and that's exactly what they've done here. The barrel is press fit. It's not a drop-in barrel, it's press fit exactly for this upper. The upper and lower are matched perfectly, and it's a very tight tolerance. There's no wiggle or anything like that. So the precision then can go up. Another very unique feature of this system is the tunable bolt carrier group. And you're like, yeah, a lot of bolt carrier groups are tunable when it comes to large frame ARs. Right, but This one is, again, proprietary. It's special. They've gone the extra mile in order to make sure that you can slap a suppressor on here. Now, it doesn't accept just any suppressor. They have ones that they specifically recommend that work better with this system than other types of suppressors. They actually recommend that you call them to figure out which suppressors work best. I don't have a suppressor that I'm going to be putting on here, and so I won't be able to show you the tunability of this bolt carrier group. But it's just got an Allen key in the top of the bolt carrier group, and you can adjust it from, you know, eighth to quarter to half turns, very fine adjustments in order to be able to just specifically tune this rifle's gas system for the suppressor and the ammo combination that you have, so it will help it run that much better. It's really a pretty nice system. Obviously, we need to talk about this Draco's barrel. When it comes to the accuracy and repeatability, especially of a gas gun, a couple of things have to come into play. Number one, you need to remove as much movement from the system as possible. You need to reduce the recoil so that the shooter can remain in the exact same position for consistency as much as possible. And the barrel has to be accurate and repeatable. The Draco's barrel is pretty cool and unique in a couple of ways. Number one, they take a steel barrel blank, they turn down the contour so that it's smaller, and then they put an aluminum sleeve, straitjacket they call it, over the top, and it leaves a void in between the steel barrel and the aluminum sleeve, and then they fill that with a proprietary compound. The word of the day, guys, is proprietary. It really is. They fill it with this compound, which is a really kind of like hyperconductor of heat or whatever. And so what it does is when the barrel is shot and it heats up as normal, that material allows the heat to dissipate out through the layers of the barrel way faster than any standard barrel, and so the barrel remains very cool. And then that compound and just the way all those parts are fitted together allows this barrel to remain extremely rigid, and therefore accuracy improves. The heat dissipation is a big thing too. If you've shot long range at all, what you know is that from your barrel, once it heats up, you start getting heat waves or mirage that come up off the barrel, and you can see that in your scope. And it's a problem because your target starts dancing around inside of your optic. And if you can't really see what your target is or where it's at specifically, it's kind of hard to hit it. So it's a really cool thing that this barrel will dissipate that heat and reduce it. All right, so surrounding the barrel, we've got the handguard. Now they call this their transition handguard. The way that this is fitted back here by the receiver set, let's just say it's very rigid. There's no flex in the handguard whatsoever. It's completely free-floated, but the way that they've designed this thing, it's got no flex at all. So I can put a bipod way up towards the front of this gun and lay down behind it and really load into it, and there's no flex in the system, which again, movement is the enemy of precision. And so if I can keep that thing in the exact place every time, then the presumption of accuracy is there, right? I can assume that I'm going to be able to get more accurate shots because there's less movement in the system. Obviously, you've got all the M-LOK slots that you could possibly want. You can attach rails to it for all different kinds of things. Picatinny all the way along the length. You could put night vision up there. You know, just about anything you wanted with this system. Moving forward to that, we've got a 3-port muzzle brake. Now a suppressor and a muzzle brake are slightly different. Suppressor doesn't mitigate recoil as well as a brake does, but it changes the feel, right? So if you've ever shot behind a suppressor before, you know that the gun turns from more of a sharp snap of the recoil more to a press or a push into your shoulder. A brake helps to mitigate the recoil by forcing gases out and back from the shooter. So if you're laying next to somebody on a shooting line, those people are not going to be happy. You know exactly what I'm talking about if you've shot next to a brake. But the gases going out and back actually push the rifle forward and make the felt recoil less. There's percentages that you can attach to these. A good brake will reduce the recoil by something like 50%. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know exactly what theirs reduces it to, but it does a pretty good job, guys, in my shooting of it. All right, so for a few of the things that I particularly like, that are different from what the specifications are that I already talked about, I like the Luth AR stocks on precision gas guns. There's a lot of adjustability. You've got length of pull and comb height adjustment, and it's quick. You know, it's just these quick little turn knobs. You can adjust things quickly as much as you want, and you can get just that right sight picture with your optic. That's important for precision. You need to be comfortable behind the gun. The more comfortable you are, likely the more consistent you will be, and consistency breeds accuracy. So I like that. I also like that literally everything on this gun is ambidextrous. Okay, the controls are all mirrored on both sides of the gun, from the charging handle to the selector switch. Just all of it is mirrored on both sides. I really like that. The selector switch is a short throw, by the way, 45 degree. The magazine well is flared, you know, so you can reload a little bit quicker, and those things are just really nice features, guys, and I liked it. This gun it's soft shooting. It's a joy to shoot compared to, say, a 6 or 8 pound thin barrel hunting rifle in 300 Win Mag that you really only want to shoot once or twice while you're trying to down your elk or whatever it might be. This thing, you can stay on it quite a few rounds. You can shoot 80, 100 rounds without feeling it too much in your shoulder. And that really is key. And you know, for the type of people that are going to be buying this gun and using this gun, it really will appeal to them how soft it shoots. And it's just one of those things. I can't really quantify that for you guys. I can't put a number to it. You're just going to have to, you know, trust me that when I say I shot it, and its recoil is very manageable. It's closer to a 308 than it is a 300 Win Mag. It's just a feel kind of thing, and I really was quite impressed with that. The accuracy was there. I'll throw a picture or two up on the screen of the groups that I got. That speaks for itself. Guys, thanks for watching TFBTV today. I hope you appreciated the Falkor Defense Petra in 300 Win Mag. I know I really enjoyed shooting it. There will be a link to their website down in the description below. Consider supporting TFBTV through Patreon, and tune in again soon for another great video. Thanks for watching.